This is Realty Talk with Ellie and Gaelan. Welcome to episode 75 of Realty Talk with
Ellie
and Gaelan. We are, again, I think topicless, but we'll come up with topics. Mm-hmm. And we just kind of ramble as we go, and we just roll into stuff. So, Ellie, give us an update. Past week, we did do it last week. We did a podcast last week, so we had skipped one, but we're back.
Yep.
What has happened in the last week for you in life / real estate /
Is that tree down there blooming? Sorry,
yes.
Easily distracted.
Have you ever watched? Is it A Troll in Central Park? Is that it? He's got like a green thumb and he like makes
no
stuff
idea.
green. It's like an old movie.
It sounds terrible.
From like the 90s. Yeah, it's like cartoons, like a Disney cartoon.
No, I've never heard
of it. You know you're
it.
Disney, but there's a guy, he like, things were dead and he had like a green thumb and then he made it come alive. So
was the guy the troll?
He was a troll.
Okay.
He was the troll in Central Park.
Gotta pay the troll toll.
So, which one? It actually looks really pretty down there.
So you want to tell everyone what's happening in your office right now?
No.
Gaelan is very anxious.
No,
you want to tell him why you're
no,
anxious?
not yet. No, could be. We'll what's the word? We'll be a surprise. Not right now.
For who?
For people that come into my office. Want to do that? No. I feel like we're very there's a lot of dead space right now. We're a minute and a half in, and there's a lot of just dead space.
There's a lot of silence.
So okay. We're just going to talk about real estate stuff right now.
Meg is in the background. That's who's laughing and distracting Gaelan.
It's a lot of chaos right now.
A lot of chaos.
I'm a very organized person in my life.
That's not true.
Everything looks. How do you organize stuff? Because I think I'm I'm organized chaos. Meaning I know where everything is and I'm a guy that like sections piles together and it doesn't look great, but it looks organized. So my thing is when I look for stuff, I know exactly where it is, what pile. Like everybody craps on me because I have boxes that have in Sharpie that label the boxes, but I can find them and they're just, I got boxes, so I'm not going to go buy boxes to put stuff in boxes just to make them look good. But I do get, a lot of people do come in my office, so then it ends up being, yes, it probably should look a little better looking than what it looks like now. I'm sure this will look great when it's done. We're just going to talk real estate now because I can't talk
Gaelan has anxiety because Meg is reorganizing his shelves to make them not look like a hobo lives near them. That's what's happening right now. And Gaelan is anxious.
Do you thought it went for a hobo vibe? So anybody who's ever seen any video in my office, like I have these shelves and we just added a couple more shelves. So I have more shelves. So, and there's a couple more shelves in here that we're now like moving stuff around, and I'm just kind of like, I probably shouldn't be here to watch this happen because it's like the carnage is just this is like
it's not even that bad. It already looks better.
I feel like I'm wincing to get a Band-Aid ripped off, but it's not going to hurt, but I'm just being a baby about it.
So hobo is mean, maybe more like rat.
You really think it's that bad? Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm not one to judge because if John was here, he would be just angrily staring at me because I too am a trash person. So I can recognize a trash person when I see one.
Are you not organized?
Dude, it's bad. I
really?
Organized piles like you. It's very bad.
But you know where everything is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like if you're like, go in my office and find this, I'll be like, let me go find it. I'll give it to you in about 10 seconds. And I'll go like right to the pile, right down to like what part of the pile and grab it and pull it out. And then the thing is, I go in a lot of homes. When I tell people to stage their home, I tell them to make it look nice, not like organized chaos. Mm-hmm. But I look at like my office space, and I guess it's different because this is like my.
It is not hotel ready.
No, it's not. But has the potential to be. It is a very good use of space. I have like some fairly good decor. I think that we have some nice things in my office. I thought I did a very I thought I did a classy job in what I could put up. Is it really that bad? Am I just oblivious?
It gives me anxiety. It gives Benner anxiety.
And Benner's not one to talk. Benner is organized chaos. He's just like me.
Listen, if you saw my office right now, it's bad. There's papers and folders everywhere. It's a huge mess. But I don't have people in my office ever.
So my desk.
Film back
My desk is very clean. I have a very clean desk. I have a huge desk, but I have a huge desk, but there's nothing on it. There's like when I come into work, there's like a charger for my phone. There is like a sheet that I track stuff on right next to my desk, and that's pretty much it.
And empty boxes on the shelves that you're saving just in case.
There was only one just in case box. And there was actually one just in case present gift box, and I have one just in case going for a picnic thing.
I have a bunch of just in case present boxes. That's a legit thing. They're folded up in another big box.
That's not too bad.
I have storage for mine.
Yeah, mine is in storage. It is in a Tupperware, like a big Tupperware.
Wait, that's what?
I don't. My gift boxes and like miscellaneous wrapping
at
stuff.
home they are. Here I was more limited, so I just kind of like. So I'm stressed out right now.
Yeah, he's very stressed.
So I'm a very so when I was a kid, one of the things that I hated the most was like when my mom threatened, like, I'm going to go clean your room. And then she would go in and just move stuff around. And I was like, dude, I don't know where anything is. So I'd spend like the entire afternoon just searching for my stuff again to put it back.
Your mom would clean your room? That is some prime service. My mom would just lock me in line
it wasn't like clean my room. It was just like grab stuff, throw stuff out, and just like pack stuff into other corners. I'm like, just leave it the way it is. Like, I'll go through it.
John does that to me now.
But the thing is, it's like it's my room. It's like my space. Like this is my office. Like it's my space, and this is like the one place. I'm very organized. I'm actually very organized because I don't have a lot of stuff. Like I try.
Like the hoarders on TV when people like.
Yeah, my valuables.
But it's not. But I don't have a lot of. I don't really. I mean, the most things I have here. Like if I had a Kindle, I would get rid of all these books. But I do like.
It's not hoardy. No.
No, I'm not. Well, to be honest,
It's
half the
cluttered.
stuff is trinkets that people have given me, and because I like to support my friends, I like to display other companies on my back shelf. So when people see videos, they can see logos of local companies or people that are friends of mine, which I think is a nice thing to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think that is.
Sure.
So I like the idea that I have.
So what brand is the boxes?
Okay, so let's find another topic. It's not talking about organization. Well, let's talk about we'll go about
organization is a great topic.
Let's do a topic. We'll do organization, but let's do an organization topic of something that does not have to do with
you.
Physical. How do you organize your emails? Let's start there.
I have
because I want to hear this because this is something I've gotten much better at.
Yeah, so I have a buttload of folders, and I ranging in my like personal emails. It's just things like important, keep, and accounts and bills.
What's a
stuff.
unit of buttload?
About half a fuck ton.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good. The same ratio as unicorns, leprechauns, and unicorns.
Yeah, so I organize everything. I'm also very bad about deleting emails. I get paranoid that I'll need them someday. So Google just updated their storage policies, and they're not going to save stuff like they used to. So now I have to filter through all my emails to make sure I don't go over my storage space. I'm very stressed about it.
So how many emails are in your inbox currently?
My personal or my work email?
Either. I have all mine forwarded to one, so.
I don't even know if it'll show me actually. Oh, okay. No, that's just unread. Okay, you're going to be really... in my work email, I have 52 unread. It's all spam though. I just haven't gotten around to deleting it. I've opened the important stuff. In my personal email, I have 80 unread, but that's because I get literally every day I get like 50 college emails, and it's really annoying, and it takes forever to go through and delete them all. So my junk email box has like 257 unread.
That doesn't stress you out to have 50 emails?
It does. That's why I don't read them. Because I get too stressed out and I don't want to deal with it, so I just push it off. So
my emails, everything's forwarded to one email.
How do you do that? That's super helpful.
You can. I have a Yahoo email, my old one from like high school.
You forward it all to Yahoo?
No.
Oh,
okay, let me finish my
that's
story.
Junk email is Yahoo.
Okay, let me finish the story.
Sorry.
I had an email, and I have the talking stick right now. So I had an email back in high school and luckily it is Gaelan Trombley 24 at yahoo.com. That is my old one. Mm-hmm. And luckily, because I've been in real estate long enough that I've seen a lot of people's emails, and they still have emails that I guarantee you they made as a teenager, and they haven't changed. I'm like, you probably should change that email because Like, I mean, you know what I'm
Little
saying?
Miss
Like,
25.
yeah, like
Yeah.
baby girl, like
Yeah.
sexy pants or something.
69.
Like 69. Yeah, like I mean that is like I've seen those too much. So I have a Yahoo email from high school. I do not use the Yahoo email because I like the Gmail one better. So my Gmail, everything forwards to my Gaelan at Kavanaugh-Realty.com email. So that is my main email for everything. And now I'm starting to actually use that as my login on all my new stuff. And I'm slowly switching other ones out. So I probably in a day, Nick organizes my emails throughout the day. So that gets rid of my
Awesome. Yeah.
spammy stuff. Typically, like right now, I also got so this is the way I organize it. Emails come in. Nick gets rid of the garbage email. She takes care of the quick ones. If somebody asking a question or, hey, can I get a tax map on this or, whatever. And she will do all that, like, the very fast things that she can do where I'm not having to get to it at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And then the stuff that I have to respond to, I do that throughout the day, depending when I have time. So, like, if I'm sitting there between, I could even be on the phone with somebody, and I could be doing, depending on the conversation. Sometimes I'm just banging out emails while I'm doing that.
Usually I'm doing both, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going through, getting those out of the way. If there's something that I want to focus on or it's going to take me time to do and it's not like a quick answer, I got this from my, friend of the show, Mike Foote. He said he has a folder called a Sunday folder. I'm like, that's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
So I have a folder called Sunday because I usually come into the office early on Sunday and work for anywhere from 3 to 6 hours, 5 hours, I'd say. So, I will put anything that is something I need to do, but I probably won't get to it until Sunday. Mm-hmm. I will automatically just dump it into that Sunday folder. And then when this is brilliant because what it does, it just gets it out of my inbox. My inbox is like a to-do list for me, meaning like it just stacks up. So I get to like Sunday or I get to like Thursday night and I got 40 emails. I'm like, and like I know 25 of them are nothing that I would actually have to do. So I end up taking all of them, putting them in a Sunday folder. And then on Sunday, and then I go through all my other stuff. So I try every night to get down to, I would say 0, but maybe 5 or less emails. Mm-hmm. And then anything goes in Sunday. My Sunday one's now probably to about 40 emails, but a lot of it is just tasks that I have to do, but it's not in my inbox. So it's one where I can just, and it's not time sensitive. It's like I can do it now, I can do it next month. It's just things I want to check or do, or maybe it's courses that I bought that I want to like filter through.
That's smart. I always just forward it back to myself because if I read it and then don't do something with it right away, I'll forget about it. So client emails I usually respond to immediately because I get notifications when I get them. But spam, it takes me a while to delete because I just have to go through it to make sure that I'm deleting the right stuff. And then like you said, the Sunday stuff, I just forward back to myself to make sure I don't forget. That's smart. I'm going to make a folder like that, though.
Yeah, I try to forward it to myself because I forward notes to myself a lot, too. Like during the day, I just email Gaelan from Gaelan, and it's just a note.
Then you don't forget.
Yeah. But those are either quick things that I can do that evening or Nick can do during the day, or it's something that I will then go to my computer that night and just dump to, like, whatever it is. It could be something like, I'm trying to think of some things I have in my folder now, but a couple of them are, like, I got to contact Zillow about something.
Yeah.
I don't really need to do it. I need to do it, but I'll just actually make a point to, like, put it in my calendar, like, to contact Zillow next week. Like, I'll put, like, a 20-minute, like, time slot in there.
Yeah.
So there's stuff that I can put in on that, and it could just be researching different things. Maybe it's I got to research a video idea. I'll put it in there, and then it'll give me time on like a Sunday that I can sit down and just chip away at. I might have 40 things in there. If I can chip away at like 3 or 4 of them, it's fine. Sometimes you could chip away at like 7 or 8 if it's kind of all in the same realm. But I don't know. It's very helpful.
Yeah.
Emails clutter my mind quite a bit because it's just the problem with emails. It's people reaching out to you. So it's the biggest time suck that you have where I really try. If you show me that, so I try not to have any like unread emails ever in my inbox.
Yep.
I delete anything I can. I very rarely have stuff like if it's junk, it's junk. If it's something like I could hypothetically get something to buy something and maybe it's like a coupon code and I will put that in Sunday knowing I'm not going to buy it now, but I can order it Sunday morning and I'll just put the code there if it's still good,
Yeah.
So there's certain things that I have like that. I don't know. I think the Sunday folder, when Foote told me about that, I was like, that is brilliant.
That is genius. Yeah.
It's a really good idea. So
That's very smart.
I've kind of ran with that a little bit. I got to get better at it, but I'm slowly getting better at it, so
That's
I enjoy
smart.
that. Yeah. So that's my tidbit. Make a Sunday folder, dump whatever we call it Sunday because we work on it on Sundays, but you can call it whatever, like Friday evening or whatever. I mean, I just pick the date, but you can just put to-dos or whatever.
And this is just also as far as real estate goes, and maybe this is just me being hyper vigilant or paranoid, but to make sure that I don't forget anything, or if any issues come up in the future, I save my communications with everyone, even after I have files for people who I've had closings with already, and I've been doing it for 3 years yet, but my goal is to save them for 3 years before I delete them. So if something comes up about communications, I have a record of any kind of emails that happened.
I used to never save anything, and then so Nicole is our closing coordinator. You met Debbie.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot. So Debbie had been doing it for years, so she goes, I save all my emails, which makes sense because she was the closing coordinator. So then I got to the point, I was like, oh, yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Which I never did for the first part of my career. I would delete everything.
I save all my texts too, just in case.
I haven't deleted a text message since 2011 or 12.
I accidentally deleted. John and I have been dating since 2016, and I have not deleted our text messages since 2015 because we were friends before then. And I accidentally deleted all of our messages the other day, and
really?
I almost cried. I mean, I'm never going to go through them, but
what's the thing?
If I went,
I think I met Gina in 2014. I guarantee you have every single text message from them, like our initial text message, which was honestly probably me. I think the first time I met her, I went and got a massage from her like years and years ago because I had a shoulder issue or something. And that was kind of like right when I kind of met her. So it was way before we were dating, but I probably have that email still, which is fun because I have had that before where you go back to old text from friends and stuff. But the email aspect, I put buyers in a folder or I have a buyer folder and then subfolders with clients and then listings and then subfolders.
Yep.
So I have all those. Those are all squared away. And yeah, so it's easy for me to go find stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think Gmail has the greatest search tool because you have to it's almost like a coding to find what you need.
Really? I love Gmail's search tool.
Maybe I just don't know how to do it. You'll have to teach me.
For me at least, it seems super easy. Like Yahoo, I dislike more, but maybe it's just what you're used to. I don't know.
Well, I've been using Gmail now for probably like 3 years, 2 or 3 years consistently. But when I search, you have to put in like...
to look in certain
You have
folders?
to put like label, semicolon, something, / when I'm like, can't I just type in like the person's name and that folder just like comes up? And it doesn't. Unless I'm not doing it correctly, but I think I could get better at it.
Yeah, it's super... you probably just haven't had time to really dedicate. It's super easy to use.
I need like a Gmail crash course. Anything else you organize? I guess keeping it real estate. Oh, I got one.
I have a box in my home office, which is also a wreck, but it's an organized wreck. I know what each pile of papers is for, but I have a box for all of my like listing stuff and a box for my showing stuff. So it has like my showing stuff has like flashlights and stuff in it, and then I also have one that has all my lock boxes and stuff like that. Just kind of keeping. That way, if I know that I have a new listing client, I can pull it out and I have one of everything that I need. Yep. For my listing appointment. But that's
No, that's good. You need to have that at the ready, like just like run and gun. Sunday, I did the most organization of my mind and my notes Sunday than I have in years.
Of your mind?
Like meaning like thoughts on paper and stuff. Like organizing, like what I want to, like prioritizing stuff. If that makes sense. So everybody has like you have a list. You have I have a ton of notes, I don't even know how many like legal pads I have and notebooks and papers and just scrap pieces of paper that I've wrote notes. I mean, I have notes going back to probably 2013 just kind of stashed away. And I would say once or twice a year I kind of filter through it. Some of the stuff I keep, some of the stuff I just crumple up and throw out because it's not irrelevant or I've already done it. And then some of the stuff it's like nostalgic kind of where I'm like I kind of want to just keep that because it's kind of like it's like a metric when I'm like my 2015 goals were this and then I'm like just it's a good thing to look. It's a good teaching moment I think for not necessarily me, I guess me, but also I should say for new agents, but also me because I can look back and really kind of see because I always find people they don't think they did a lot and then they have done a lot over, like, you look like I didn't do much. And I'm like, you really have. Like, if I look back at my whole career, I'm like, my God, I've accomplished a ton. But it seems like where I'm now, I'm never satisfied because I'm there, and I'm always looking here. I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
But then when you stop and turn around and look, and like, oh my god, I've done a lot, and I've gone a long ways, and so organizational wise, what I do is I break stuff down into like quarter goals, and then from there I break it down into like week goals, and then I try like in a week, it's tough, but I want to focus on these things for a week, meaning whatever it could be for like a week, where it's like I want to do this or I want to do that in a week's time, meaning I don't look at if I have. This is what I'm saying. On Sunday, I had a bunch of stuff I want to get done. I'm not going to get done in a week. So pick out like a few items of that I know I can accomplish this week. And that is all your free time in your office that's what it's going to be devoted to. So you're only going to focus on that stuff until it's done that week. Because otherwise you look at like 7 different things. You start one, you jump to another one, you jump to another one. It's like if I know I have 5 or 6 items this week, but I've already gone through like 40% of them. And today's Wednesday, so I kind of look at it going into Sunday. And with Sunday where I can do a lot of stuff and sit down and do it. So I'm probably going to get through all of those by Sunday. And if there's like one thing left over, it just goes to the next week. Can I finish it that week? Yes. Then I'll add maybe 1 or 2 more things there. But really focusing on that is just my task for the week. Because if you do that and you look back at after 52 weeks, like, my God, I accomplished a ton because I just really focus on 1 or 2 things per week.
Yeah.
And when I say 5, it could be a couple of them are just like emails I have to send out, like to the office. I have to send out 1 email to the office. Like that will take me 10 minutes maybe to type up and send out. So it's not a lot of stuff, but it's like that's one of the things. And then a couple of them might take me a few hours to do. So that's how I kind of break it down. So I really kind of like strip it down into just week segments that are building towards that quarterly goal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, that's my organization kind of.
Yeah.
You get used to it as you go. Like it's just it's always evolving. And I'm sure I'll find a better system. I'm sure, I'm going to learn like Foot when he gave me that. I'm like, you know what? That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And now I've like run with it, and it's made a huge difference. So I don't have 50 things in my inbox on Sunday morning because then you spend half the time filtering through it all.
Yep.
So
I guess actually another organizational thing would just be, that's in my opinion extremely important for agents is keeping track of, we were talking about this earlier, your expenses throughout the year, because come tax time, that's going to make a massive difference. You know, if you're spent, I was adding it up today, and I realized that I spent significantly more than I thought I had this year, which is fine because that, is going to go help me out with taxes a little bit. But, keep track of that. Keep all of your receipts and everywhere that you travel to and everything that you do it for. And it's extremely helpful. So
this year, shout out, no tax, my accountant taught me.
Forrest Edwards.
Showed me. Everybody uses QuickBooks. I never use QuickBooks. When you talk about.
Do you use QuickBooks now?
Yeah.
Is it easy?
Talk to Forrest.
Does it take a lot of?
Okay, so
does it take a lot of
tax
computer?
I'll give you my tax story. Okay. So for 9 years, 9 years I think that I've been doing real estate. If you have a W-2, it's simple. Like they give you it's
super easy.
Super simple.
Yeah.
So since 2011, I basically had to file a 1099. I've had to check my expenses. I have an apartment that I own. So there's a few things that I have a little bit more to my taxes. So I save every receipt. So when you want to talk about organized chaos, all my receipts went into a grocery bag that sat on my shelf.
That gives me anxiety.
So it was bad. And this was it. I'd go out to eat. I'd take the receipt. I'd just toss it into the grocery bag. It was there. I would write maybe who I went with, maybe who I didn't. I just threw it in there. So what would happen is at the end of the year, beginning of the year, end of the tax season as you're doing your taxes, I would sit down, at my desk in the conference room. I need space. So I'd sit at the big conference room table all by myself. I'd throw all my receipts down. I would spend time going through every single receipt. Like, here's my meals, here's my entertainment, here's my here's equipment or purchases, here's my postage, here's my subscriptions, here's all my stuff, and I've broken down into different categories, and I would have all of them down, and then I would go through and I would write, and I should have done this on Excel, it would have been way easier. I didn't. I hand wrote every single thing in a legal pad. So it'd be like meals and expenses, and I would go all the way down this whole list.
Yeah.
And then I would calculate it, and I'd get the final number, and I'd circle it, and that was my X whatever. But I had all my receipts, I had everything. It wasn't efficient. So then this year, God bless him, Forrest was helping me out, and he said, dude, you just do QuickBooks. So he gave me QuickBooks. I have the app. So if I go anywhere to get a receipt, I take a snapshot of the receipt. It goes into my system. From there, it just automatically goes in. So I can crumple that receipt and throw it out.
Did you have to pay for it?
Yeah.
Darn it.
I pay a monthly subscription. But what happens is I get it, take a photo of it. If I'm in a restaurant, I take a photo of it real quick, snap it, boom. It highlights everything I did. I throw it away. So what happens is once a week, I go through my QuickBooks and I categorize anything that I spent.
Oh, that's so smart. That
So-
would have made my life so much easier.
So me and Forrest were talking because last year was terrible. So then Forrest goes, dude, he goes, you'll be done by like February. Because he can see my stuff. So he can already see me updating. He goes, dude, you're like spot on.
you can automatically track mileage?
Yeah, so they have...
Why has no one told me about
So
this?
they have that. Forrest told me about that. I still have Mile IQ for my mileage. Do you have Mile IQ?
No, I've been calculating it by hand and
Mile
trying to
I-
remember every appointment that I had, and I'm missing probably half of them.
Mile IQ is a lifesaver because it literally is a GPS on your phone. It's like you traveled 12.2 miles to the
Man.
destination. And then I just go through, is it business or is it personal? You
You gotta highlight
it's
this.
like
This
Tinder.
is important for new agents to know.
So
Download
it's like
my
slide right, slide left. I think Mile IQ is like $60 a year.
Oh,
but-
you have to pay for it.
Yeah, Ellie, it's America. It's
Listen,
2020.
I want free things.
So free things.
Google has a free mileage tracker.
Hey, I'll give you a notepad and a pencil, and you can keep.
Well, that's what I've been doing.
But if you get Mile IQ, it goes through and it has all your data. So like everything you do is just like business or personal. It tracks everything. It says what percentage is. It has all these cool like analytics on it. But then you track it. So I just send it right to Forrest, and he literally has the whole thing. And he knows exactly what to do.
I mean, I guess you can write that $60 off on your taxes, huh?
Yes, you can. Anything you buy
should
for your
do that.
business, you can write off because it's a
Ooh,
business
I
expense.
have a special calendar app. Speaking of organization, I think
Apps
I've
count,
brought
use
this
them
up
all the
before.
time.
I have this app called Time Page, and it's very helpful for me because I have a terrible attention span and a terrible memory, and it's very helpful for me to like write out my entire schedule every day. And also it has little actions for reminders, and it comes on one beautiful little widget, and it's nice because it also has the weather, so it knows what all of my appointments are. It tells me what the weather is. It tells me what time I need to leave based on the weather. It tells me what I need to wear based on the weather, and it has actions, and it's extremely helpful. And it's $1 a month, $1.99, so $2. Just plug in Time Page and Actions, which is it's made by Moleskine, which is that notebook brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to say like this portion of the podcast is sponsored by
Time Page, if you're listening.
anything. Just give us a free time subscription. Yeah, no, I think it's good. Organization's a key thing. I try to be organized because my memory is terrible. So if anybody has organizational hacks, please message Ellie or myself and just let us know. Paid and non-paid, and we'll filter through those. Right, Ellie?
Paid only.
Paid
I'm
only?
just kidding. No,
Unpaid only?
Paid or unpaid.
But yeah, let us know because I'm very curious. Anything that's going to save me time. As I've gotten older, I've realized that time is something that I value a lot. Time and just like, I heard this like when you're younger, you buy like stuff, and as you get older, you want experiences and you want time. Mm-hmm. So like, I found that I'm really trying to hack my way around to get more time back or time that I want to spend on doing something I want to spend on. Mm-hmm. Less time suckers. So,
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Office quote of the day. You good there?
Yeah, I'm good. I already dropped my office quote. My valuables, my treasures. So they're getting into Meredith's van, and I don't remember who it is.
Oh.
But someone's like dumping all the trash out, and just like my valuables.
So I was watching the finale the other day.
Oh, why would you do that to yourself?
So we went through the season
Yeah,
finale.
and then you stop before the finale. That's what everyone does.
The two worst episodes on The Office are Goodbye Michael and the finale. The two worst,
Yep.
I think. So
As far as sadness goes.
as far as sadness, they'll make you like tear up a little bit. So the final episode, I'll do a quote from the finale. So this is the thing. Sorry guys, this is like a kind of a mini Office podcast if you haven't recognized. So we watched the finale.
Yeah.
A day later, we started back with the pilot.
Oh yeah.
And now we're starting with the pilot. But it's so funny when you look at like the old clips because the pilot. So what they did was they did the pilot.
Yep.
They filmed the rest of the season 5 or season 1, which is like 5 episodes, months after.
Yeah.
So if you notice,
Yep.
the pilot has some characters that are never in it again, but you see like kind of just how they look. Like they're a little bit different because you got to think it probably was a half a year from the time they stopped to the time they filmed the next ones.
Yeah.
So going to the finale, the quote was from Meredith, and she goes, I'm really anxious to see the how this all turned out. I've been on my best behavior the last 9 years, which just is so funny. And then she also mentioned something about she was getting her PhD, and they never showed it.
In child development or something.
She goes. So she's great though. So Meredith, well done.
So do you always watch it from start to finish? You don't just pick random episodes?
So usually what we do is Comedy Central's actually playing it right now. Like on I don't know why they always have it. So we kind of start watching it there, and then I hate the commercials, so then I go to Netflix.
Yeah.
We've done it before where we might be on season 2 on my account, and Gina's account might be on season 5.
Oh, John and I do that all the time.
And
We
it's
just watch whatever.
And it's just wherever we are, we
Yeah.
watch it. So no, we don't really watch it all the way through. Like we'll watch it in order once it's on Netflix, but we'll just let it play. And there's sometimes we just let it play, and we'll miss a complete episode because it's just playing, and we're doing something in another room.
Oh, John and I, we put it on before bed because John has to sleep to TV. I just did it again to figure it out. So over the last 5 years, this is including having it playing while we're sleeping, John and I have re-watched The Office 55 times.
You can track that?
It's 99 hours long. So I estimate we probably have it playing at least 3 hours a day because we play it. Like if I'm doing work, I usually put it on in the background because it helps
Same.
me focus.
Yeah.
So at minimum 3 hours a day times 365 days in a year, which is 1,095 hours of The Office, divided by 99, which is the number of hours in the entire
Is it
thing.
really?
I thought that seemed short too, but they're only 20-minute episodes, so yeah. So
Okay.
divided by 99, which is 11, so 11 and change, but we'll say 11, we watch it 11 times a year, times 5 years, which is about how long we've been dating. So we've watched it since we started dating about 55 times.
That's great. I don't know. I'm not 55 because we don't play it that often. It's more of if we go home tonight, kids go to bed. We might. I hate watching the news, so I'll watch the local news, and at 6:30 comes on. I'll if you're doing dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll put on The Office till about 7:30, and then usually crew watches the show, and then we get ready for bed and do the kid thing, and then do some stuff. We probably put it back on around 9:30 and just have it playing as we're just doing stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll sit down and watch it. Sometimes we'll sit down and I'll be doing some work on my computer and it's just background. But I would say in a day it's maybe 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm being generous with 3 hours because it could honestly be more. Because it's really just when I'm home, it's on. It's just background noise. It's comforting background noise.
And for people to realize we don't watch it for 3 hours.
No,
it's just on. it's like listening to music.
Realistically, I probably watch maybe 15 minutes of it a day. I mean, I don't actually watch it. It's just on and it's nice, comforting.
At night, if I'm on my phone or I'm on checking stuff on my computer,
Yeah.
a lot of times I'll be responding to messages on Facebook and stuff at night. And I'll have it playing in the background, so you're kind of paying attention. You're doing something else. I'm talking to Gina.
It's like
we're doing
hanging out
that.
with a friend, having The Office
Yeah.
on. It's just you're just doing your thing with a comfortable
It's
friend.
oddly
there.
comfortable,
Yep.
and it comes off very soon. So I'm gonna probably get Peacock just so I can stream it.
Yep, that's why I just
You told me,
bought,
what is it, Comcast?
I just bought a few Comcast shares because my theory is everyone's gonna buy Peacock. So we'll see if my theory is right. They're not that expensive, so you might as well invest in a few.
Ooh.
Yep. But I just bought. I have The Office on
you
DVD.
go, girl. I like it.
And I just bought it on Blu-ray because the DVDs are only seasons 1 through 6. So if you want seasons 1 through 6 on DVD, you can have them. Because I
want all streaming. I don't have
I
a
get
DVD
that.
player. You told me that. I'm like, I don't
Oh
have a,
yeah, you're
I don't
right.
have a DVD
Yep.
player.
And we play it on the PlayStation.
I don't have a car player. I have no car. I don't have a CD.
You
in
don't
my
have
car.
a CD in your car? Mm-hmm. Don't you have a 2018 car? Mm-hmm. And there's no CD player. Mm-hmm. I have a 2018. I have a
My
CD
old
player.
one did, and it would hit, and the screen would come down, and it would come out behind the screen. This one doesn't have it.
Whoa. Mine has one. I'd be mad at it. I have a thick thing, a CD carrying case from 2001 that I've just filled with CDs.
Did I tell you?
Mostly
I did tell
burns.
you, right? I think I told you.
Yeah, you found the
cassette.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a cassette. It's streaming, but I found the album that was a cassette from my childhood. It was a band, jam
That's
band.
so
Don't worry
cool.
about it. I've listened to it over and over again, and other songs
What
too.
are they called? I'm gonna look them up. I want to hear it.
Strange Folk. If you've heard Strange Folk, please reach out because they're a jam band, local jam band out of Burlington. You can actually go on to archive.org.
Is it one word?
Strange Folk, yes. Strange Folk. Guy in
There's two.
Nope, top one.
Top one?
Yep, Strange Folk. I have
What
that.
song should I listen to?
The first one's great, Rogues.
Why do they spell Valhalla that way?
Valhalla's a great
Is that
song
the
too.
correct way to spell it?
Let me see.
Hang on.
VAL.
It is not the right way to spell it. Now I'm annoyed.
Really?
No, it's with an A. They put a U in it. It must mean something else, or they're just making a play on it.
No, that's actually probably misspelled. Let me see it. Where are you getting this off of?
Spotify.
That's wrong. It's Valhalla. Which
Okay,
is
that's what I thought. Because Valhalla's.
This is Rhodes. This is great. They're like a folky band, strange folk. He's a great singer, though.
I can see it. This is the kind of stuff I would dance to while I'm cooking.
Oh, great. I play it all
I
the time.
always listen to jam stuff when I'm cooking. I'm going to add it to my jam playlist.
So we went and saw Reed. He's the lead singer at Higher Ground in February. Rest in peace, social distancing. Right before we got to that, or I should say non-social distancing. That was the last live concert I went to. It was last February. It was great. So
I can't remember the last concert I went to. It was Jack White in like 2018. It's been too long.
The two concerts I want to go to this year that I guarantee you were canceled, really wanted to go, was Dispatch and Dave. And, next year.
R.I.P.
2021.
2021. Get that vaccine.
All right. I think that's it. Episode 75. Keep your stuff organized and listen to jam band music. Realty Talk, episode 75 with
Ellie
and Gaelan.